How's it going, everybody? My name is Brad, and I'm in Nashville, Tennessee tonight. I am not going to waste any time because we got a lot of songs to rank. Today is going to be my 5th video in my Rising Artist playlist, and I will once again be highlighting Matt, one of my new favorite YouTubers, and his channel called No, This Is Mattrick. In the previous Mattrick video, I ranked the first 10 songs that he picked to review. Now, there's 20. Let's get started on this, as there's been a lot of movement the more I listen to the songs, plus there's 10 more songs since that first video. Be sure to watch all the way to the end to see if the number 1 spot got stolen by a new song. Number 20 is going to be The Aging Man by The Great Discord. I have nothing negative to say here. This song has an amazing chorus, and I'm really trying to hear more bands with female vocals, so I can see me definitely looking back into The Great Discord. Also, the kick drum has the perfect sound to it on here. Really, all the drums sound amazing on this song, and to me, that's like the biggest standout for me. Number 19 is Are You Kidding Me? No, by Destrage. I can barely even speak English, let alone trying to get me to pronounce something from another country. This one is going to be a classic case of Brad is pretty basic and doesn't listen to much prog music, but good lord, these guys are phenomenal. The vocals sometimes kind of sound like Avenged Sevenfold, sometimes kind of sound like Pantera for a second. Musically, this song is absolutely a top 5 on this list. This song also has some pretty comical lyrics that you don't catch until you've listened to the song a few times, but it's important to point out here. The second half of this song, from basically the 5-minute mark on, is the thing of legend. Everybody needs to check this song out. Number 18 is Haunt by Two Eyes Open. I kind of think I misunderstood kind of what was going on here when I heard this leading up to the last ranking video. It kind of felt like a metal song to me then, but the more I listen to it, I'm hearing more of like a heavy punk. I love the little bass groove here before the second verse, and lyrically, this probably ranks in the top half of the songs on this list. Number 17, Come Meet the Reapers by Fable Cry. Creatively, this song is a giant, and it's very, very catchy. In its own way, this song makes me feel like I'm watching a production, so I definitely I feel like I'm missing a visual piece of this art by merely listening to it. In my last video, I did not give credit to the stringed instruments that are hanging out in the background very often on this song. Number 16, Clarity by Protest the Hero. This is another one where Brad is just super basic. This song has everything in it. Vocally, it sounds like classic metal, and then this riff in the chorus has me thinking, hate to mention Pantera again, but of early, like, post-glam Pantera. I can't properly discuss this song the way it deserves to be in a little snippet in a YouTube video, so I'll defer to Matt on this one. I used to try to play some of Protest the Hero songs on Guitar Hero back in the day. I've never recovered. Number 15, 5,000 Cigarettes by Frenzel Rom. Again, I want to publicly apologize to these guys for insulting them by saying that they were from New Zealand. It's Australia, and I appreciate Mattrick pointing that out to me and giving me the opportunity to set the record straight. This song is a blast, and even my 7-year-old, who doesn't smoke cigarettes, loves it. My poor kids, you gotta keep in mind, my poor kids have been subjected to these same like 10 to 20 songs for the last month. This spot in the rankings really kicks off the like Brad loves these songs section of the ranking from here going forward. Number 14, kind of a shocker that it would be this low, but it's I Feel So by Boxcar Racer. An all-time classic makes the list at number 14. Obviously, I love this song, and it takes me back to being like 20 years old or something, but I always felt like this song was more of an intro. I think it's because they take so long to start the vocals. I can't quite explain, but this song like seemed to lack character to me. Always did. Maybe it has too much character. I don't know. But something about it seemed like they were just trying too hard on this song. I had this album on repeat for a solid year when it came out, but for some reason to me, at the moment, it just doesn't hold the same weight as it once did. And I can't quite explain that. Number 13. I can definitely explain why this is awesome. It's One Hand Killing by 12 Foot Ninja. Easily the biggest shocker of the new 20 songs that Matt added. Words cannot really even describe what's going on here. Definitely not words from me. I again refer you to Matt's video for a deeper dive, because Matt actually knows things about guitars. I'm going to ask you, is this the single greatest riff on this whole list? And my answer to you is yes. My next question is this one of the coolest riffs of all time? I'm telling you again, yes. I don't even know what's going on here guitar-wise. I'm just not that good to be able to explain this. But this metal song turns like into a jazz song, and then it turns into like has a clean ska-ish vibe to it. Then it goes back to metal. This also might have the best drums on this list. How long will I be waiting? If you like heavy music, you gotta listen to this. Number 12. The Story So Far by All Systems Go. This is a song that is right up my alley. A straightforward power pop jam that musically reminds me of Houston Calls, who gave me one of my all-time favorite power pop albums. The weakness here, if I have to pick one, is the way the drums and the low end is produced. When I'm listening to this in my car speakers, when the pre-chorus comes on, then they're playing the toms, it gets really muddy. I don't know if it's my car, whatever. It's hard for me to hear what's going on in the song. But, compliment, I woke up many times over the last week or so with this song stuck in my head, and the verses kind of give me an early Relient K vibe. Number 11 is what I'm going to call the Metal Firewall on this list. The Many Faces of Dr. Hubert Malbec by nekrogoblikon. If you want to hear me talk more about this song, you need to go watch the other video or watch Matt's assessment of the song. But I will again state that I don't fully grasp what's going on with this song, but I'm telling you, it is indeed awesome and weird and absolutely deserves this spot. Like I said, this is the firewall against all the other metal songs. It's not to be surpassed so far by any other metal. And it's kind of the song that I use as a barometer for getting into the top 10. Speaking of my top 10, we're in it. And I have Misbehave by Keep Flying. Now that I've had a chance to spend more time with this song, I can say that I kind of had it a little bit wrong in the last video, and that this has moved up a few spots versus its competitors from the other video. I do still stand by this sounding like a ska version of 4 Year Strong musically. Number 9. It's a mouthful. How Do You Know It's Not Armadillo Shells by Hot Mulligan. I've never heard anything by these guys, even though I know that they're very popular. This is a song that moved up every single time that I listened to it. I really enjoy the rawness here, and the more that you listen, the more you catch something. It's excellent lyrics. He's singing so fast, he's like almost rapping, and it's really easy to miss how deep the subject matter is here, especially in the second verse. And musically, there's a lot going on here. Listen to this one about 5 times before you make any more major life decisions. Number 8, 5517 by Navery. I talked a lot about this one in the other video, but I absolutely love the way the drums sound on here. Easily some of my favorite drum sounds and fills and rolls on this entire list. I love the false ending, and I love this girl's voice. I can't say it enough. Also, FYI, just to let everybody know, they messaged me and told me to expect a new EP soon, so keep your little ears peeled for that. Number 7, Eye of the Needle by Second Player Score. Over the past few weeks, I've gotten to listen to quite a bit more tunes by these guys, and let me tell you, they're super talented, especially at songwriting and like the diversity of what they do. They have a song like this one that's just full-on like epic punky rocker, and then they'll have a bluesy rock track, and then they'll have their new EP that's full of rockers. You gotta listen to this song. Number 6, High of 75 by Relient K. It's one of the shortest songs on this list. I've been listening to this song for like almost 20 years since the day it came out. 20 years. This is a song that it's really impossible to love. My kids love it. It has these iconic 3 hand clap part in it that just, it makes you happy. The next song on this list, past High of 75, like right before I started writing these notes, is just a better song. And that, at number 5, is Plus Ultra by Carousel Kings. Congratulations, you have the best produced song on this entire list. This, for me, is reminiscent of the first Cartel album, which was so good. Except this has like a little more of an edge to it. This also has one of the most singable moments on this list as well. Sail on, until this heart breaks, I'll stay the same. Me likes. I love in the chorus and the solo, you have the rhythm guitar tuned down, and it's just crunching away. You get this nice little lead lick that matches the vocal hook, and a killer drum roll to wrap this song up. Number 4, Stand Amid the Roar by Silverstein. Moved down a couple spots from the other video. I don't need to repeat myself a bunch from the other video. It's freaking Silverstein. It has a mind-bending riff and the breakdown that happens over and over again. Also, take the time to check out the lyrics. Maybe we should walk away from this. Take a proverbial walk into the sunset. Before I give my top 3, and I hope you're still here because you're definitely going to want to see if our old number 1 got topped. At number 3, I have Therapy by Ghost Town Remedy. I love everything about this song, so much that it continued to rise from last week, even against 10 new songs. Only one new song was able to surpass it. Musically, this is just catchy and super solid. But lyrically, this song is a blast and has the best sing-along value, I think, of any of these songs. And that's saying something considering the serious subject matter. So many different parts squeezed into this little 2-minute song. I love this. Also, they do happen, I just found out, to live in the same town as me, like 5 minutes away. And I also just found out today that Mattrick also lives very close to me. Apparently our little town is the new Mecca. A very small world. Number 2. This is where you get to find out if something passed last week's number 1, and something did pass it. Number 2, Bates Motel by Mute. Musically, this is flawless. Lyrically, this doesn't really have a lot of words in it, but the words that they do use are very powerful. We failed so hard. Fall down the drain. Together, we thought we could prevail against the odds. We failed so hard. A truly top-shelf, stellar punk rock song. And now, for number 1, it's, my goodness, I'm not even going to attempt to, okay, well fine, I will try to pronounce this. Kuso Breakin' Lily by Maximum the Hormone. I don't even know what I just said, but dude, you might be getting sick of hearing me talk about how much I love songs with lots of parts, but this has like 5 distinct different song structures squeezed into 4.5 minutes. So this is a Japanese band that I know absolutely nothing about. They apparently have done songs from anime shows, and I don't even watch anime anyway. Really, you just need to watch Matt's video to get the full scoop on Maximum the Hormone. 95% of the lyrics in this song are a language that I don't know. I know maybe 30 words in this. But this music transcends the need to know what's going on lyrically. I feel like I know, just from the tone of the song, what the song is about. And hilariously, just like Matt said, there's never been a song that I wanted to sing along to so badly. But I cannot. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much to Matt and his excellent channel and his commitment to consistency. Thank you so much for telling us what is awesome. And remember, whatever you do, don't be normal.